We're live. Hey guys, welcome to the Disney Crush podcast live stream. Tonight we are joined with Jeff Opoka, and Veronica is here too, because Miss Tony Ann has a problem speaking. She had too much fun at Disney. I think she yelled and screamed so much on Slinky Dog that she's lost her voice. So, Jeff, thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Yep, you're welcome.
And we're gonna talk about taking great pictures or better pictures, for most of us, just better pictures at Disney or really anywhere. But this is we're gonna be focused on Disney because Disney, when you go to Disney, I don't know. Sometimes I go and I don't take any pictures, and I get home and I'm like, why didn't I take any pictures? And then sometimes I go and I take 1,000 pictures, and then I have to go back and delete like 90% of them. But so I don't know where you fall in that realm, because I think that you're a picture taker, and you probably take a lot of pictures at Disney. I have a feeling.
I do. I probably take a lot. There's probably go through periods of time where I'm not taking any, but I don't use everything I take. I'll take a lot and save the good ones, get rid of the stinky ones.
Yes, Dan, right. It is going to be difficult for Tony Ann not speaking. She can speak. I think she's playing it up a little bit. So
I'm really not.
Me too.
Hey, Scott, what's up? And I'm having a problem seeing the screen because I got my eyes dilated today because I had to go to the eye doctor, and I just got back. And so if I miss your comments, I'm sorry. So this is going to be one of those rare occasions where Tony Ann doesn't say that much. So
it's going to be fine.
Yeah, I know, right? So
yep.
Let's start with one of your favorite parks. What is your favorite park at Disney to take pictures at? Or do you even have one?
Yeah, no, I would say it's a tie between Epcot and Animal Kingdom. I like the areas in those two parks like this. So that's in Canada. But you can take a picture and not know you're in Disney. That's kind of what I like. I mean, people, Disney geeks know you're in Disney, but you show some of these pictures to someone who's not familiar with Disney, they ask them where it is, they wouldn't know where it is.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah,
Magic Kingdom has a lot of the icons, and I find Magic Kingdom is my least favorite, only because there's a lot of pavement and there's a lot of those icons, and I'm not finding the interesting stuff like I find in Epcot and Animal Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm not that creative. But when I see your photos, sometimes I'm like, there's so much thought that goes through it. Like, like that last picture with the window and the train. I mean, it is an artistic thing. Taking great
try
photos.
To look for like different perspectives or different angles. Mm-hmm. Or I like that kind of thing, like looking through a window at something,
right.
Or
right.
You got something in the foreground and something in the background, like something to make it interesting, not just like a block with I don't like too much in the picture. I like it more simple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that.
And I showed Scott Daves actually when we met up at Disney Springs. He was asking me about the portrait mode. Like, this is portrait mode. I love the iPhones since they started having that portrait mode on it, where you can focus on something in the foreground and it makes the background blurry, and it really makes pictures pop. It makes them look better than they actually are. It makes whatever you're taking look better than it is. But I was showing him how to do it. Now, I don't know if people use that on their iPhones or not, but if you don't, it's a great feature. You put it on portrait mode, and you have to do it right. So like I was showing him there at Disney Springs, is you have to have a subject close, right in front of you, and then there has to be background. So if you're taking a picture of a person standing in front of a wall, there has to be a lot of noise in the background. So a person standing in front of a wall is a waste of portrait mode. There's nothing there. So you need to have a perspective where there's a person in front of you, and then there's a lot of stuff in the background. And then it'll focus on the person in front of you, and the background will be all out of focus.
Yeah, those are some cool pictures. Yeah.
And you'll still get the color and everything of that background just blurred.
Yeah, I love people. I like
It's
taking
really
pictures
nice.
of people in portrait mode. I mean, that's what it's for mostly. But people, I take food, and you saw that of the the thing at the campground. But so you put the a lot of noise in the background. And don't be afraid to get close. Like, I think sometimes people don't want to get too close when they're taking a picture, and get close. Your pictures, especially of people. If you're taking pictures of people, get close.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah,
So
really.
how close did you get to Travis for that
I was pretty
picture?
close. I mean, I was sitting across the table, one of those little tables at the Mexican pavilion outside. So I was sitting across one of the little round tables from him. So that's pretty close.
Yeah, it really makes the person pop. It makes them so clear. And I was there when we had that conversation, and the conversation kind of led into the fact that Scott Daves, had purchased some equipment to take better pictures and stuff. And you both agreed. I think you have some other digital cameras and stuff. And I think you both came to the conclusion that with your camera, with your phone, the camera on your phone, that you can take almost as good or better photos than with a digital camera or these professional cameras that are thousands of dollars.
Yeah, you really can. They're making great cameras in the phones these days, and they are just as good as a professional camera. I mean, you could probably get a $20,000 camera and take better pictures, but I don't think you're going to spend that.
Right. And then the thing that made so much sense to me is you said not only now you've got the picture, but now you can do so much with it. You can edit it. You can, make it bigger, smaller, angle it. There's so many things. You can make it a black and white picture if you wanted to. There's so many things at your fingertips that are instant. You can send it to somebody instantly. And these are things you can't really do sometimes with a digital camera. Like you said.
I mean, the iPhone itself has some good settings I just do the basic editing on the iPhone. You can brighten it up. Sometimes you can take a picture that's either way, too dark or too bright. So don't be scared to lighten it up if it's too dark, or darken if it's too bright.
Right.
Because that's the perfect thing about the pictures. Back in the old days, you took a picture and that was it. They had the little camera with that picture there. When you have a background that's really, really bright, the people are going to be really dark. So it's difficult to take a picture with a real bright background like that, because the people in the foreground are going to be dark. And you can edit it. Sometimes it's so bright in the background that you can't even edit it enough to lighten them. It washes them out too much.
Yeah. I was very disappointed. I was excited about that picture, and then when I saw it, it was terrible.
See, we needed to contract Jeff to come take pictures for us. See, but this is what we're going to.
That picture. I mean, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that was just
that's the opposite of that.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the angle that, like, I don't know if you can always tell, I guess, when you're looking through the camera, it's going to come out that dark, but sometimes you kind of can. And then kind of have everyone shift to the side or face your camera a different way to watch the light to see if things get better, or the people get brighter or whatever.
Let's go back to, Uli said, do you use a lot of different settings with your camera or fix things in editing?
Yeah, so I usually clean it up a little in editing. I'll like I said, brighten it or darken it, sharpen it sometimes. I try not to mess with the colors too much, because then it gets unnatural. But sometimes you do it for fun. Sometimes you want to mess with the colors. So you'll find my favorite portrait mode I do all the time.
Yeah. No, the portrait mode is one of my favorite things now. Now I've got to learn how to do this, because I'm not even sure if my phone does it. But to me, that's just,
Right. We have we use Samsung. We don't use iPhone. So we need to,
does it have a portrait mode on it, Samsung?
Yeah.
You know what?
Right?
Yeah. Mine has a portrait mode on it.
Thinking
It might be
probably
called something
does.
else. Yeah.
But I've never looked for it. I think the problem for me, or the situation for me, is I don't take the time to investigate ahead of time. So then when I'm just pulling out my camera to take a picture, it's on auto. It does what it does.
Yeah.
I think like anything else, you need to play with it at home a little bit, really get the feel for it before you're at Disney in front of something that is a fleeting moment. That's not the time to learn. So I think I need to do that.
The lighting is a big part of it, though. I always try and take pictures especially of people in the shade. Like if you're in the sun, you're not going to get a good picture. It's going to be way too bright. So I always, if someone's lining up going, okay, let's get a picture. If they're in the sun, I say move over there in the shade. And you got to be careful. Sometimes the shade is like trees or something. You got some spots of sun coming through and spots of shade.
Right.
You got to move out of that.
Right. See, that's a great picture right there. I love that picture.
Yeah, but I was pretty close.
Yeah.
And I used that portrait mode. And some people may freak out, like, why are you getting so close? They'll say that sometimes, but I don't care. I want to get a good picture.
Right. Yeah, just wait till you see the picture, silly. Yeah. Uli wants to know, did you take photos when film was a thing, or did you get into it since it's been digital?
I did. Like in high school, I did the photography class and developed film and stuff, and did some of it then. And then it was like, it sounded like the Instamatic cameras where you pop the roll in there and just you have 15 pictures on the roll, and when you're done, and you take it to, what was it, Photomax, something like that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. They had the little booth in the parking lot. You could just pull up to the booth and give them it, and you got to come back in a week and get your pictures or something.
Yeah, I can't believe that. Yeah, a week to get your pictures
that was no
back.
fun. I mean, those pictures weren't any good.
Yeah.
And then I had a digital. I still have. I pulled it out the other day. That's what me and Scott were talking about. A digital camera where you put the card, you put the whatever it's called, the flash card in it, right? And it stores the pictures on there, and then you can download them somewhere. And that was really good. But my phone takes just as good as those cameras now.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
I think
less work.
What started happening to me is I used to have a big digital camera, and then it became, I have to grab that camera too. So once you started taking pictures on your phone, I just didn't want to carry around that big camera, and it was always around my neck. So if I looked over, it was hanging on things, trying to get in the stroller. It was just, I was happy to see it go, actually.
I lost my one day. Them. I was in somewhere on a cruise, and I was in some island in the Bahamas or something, and I had set my camera on the sink or something when I was in the bathroom, and I left, and like a long time later I remembered and ran back there, and it was gone, and I ended up going to some like whatever city hall or something, and somebody had turned it in. It was there.
Oh wow.
But yeah, it's easier to keep track of your phone than it is one of those big cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely. I was happy to let it go. So, yeah, that was good.
Well, and the thing about
get your teenage daughter to take all these pictures of her.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, this is he's so good at it. Look, she's gonna have a lot of photos when she gets older.
My kids don't let me take pictures.
Yeah,
I don't know. Are you bribing? What are you doing?
Yeah, sometimes I'll sneak up on her.
Yeah.
But I don't mind weird. So sometimes I like, the weird poses and things like that. I don't like everyone just all standing there in a line next to each other.
She was much littler there.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember those street scenes over there in with MGM then?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that.
Oh, it was cool.
Wow.
And the walls, everybody talks about the walls. And the one thing about the walls, I like taking pictures of the Disney walls, but I always like it's more interesting if you can put the person to the side more. Like, don't center everything. If you notice, now as I'm looking at these pictures, I put them all on that same side. I should mix it up and put people on the other side. But you want to leave. Don't center everything in the middle. Put things off center. Kind of feng shui.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Right. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And something like this is cool. So the sun, like bright sunshine is bad. So you want shade, or do you want like this? When it was starting, the sun was starting to set. So you could take really good pictures when the sun's going down, not of the sunset, but just because the lighting, it's not so bright, and that's what
Right.
you want. You don't want it so bright.
Exactly. And the building's not centered. So if that building was centered, you
Yeah.
wouldn't have got the foliage
No,
on
it
the
wouldn't have been
side there.
Interesting. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's another thing too, is I like to have 2 or 3 things like it in different depths. So
Mhm.
a plant, like kind of close to you, and something else. The one thing I don't like, although here's one right here, is like just the standard icon pictures. Like, all right, there's a tree. Everybody who goes to Animal Kingdom takes a picture of the tree.
Mhm.
But you've got it from a different angle there, and
Yeah, I mean, how can you take a picture of one of those things but make it more interesting and not like what everybody else does? Take it from a different angle. Don't do the whole thing like this, right? Don't take the whole Epcot ball. Just take part of it and put some trees, and that's cooler. It's better than just that whole ball centered in the middle of the picture.
Right.
Right.
You got the clouds in there. You got some of the tree
Yeah.
in there, and that just adds to the whole. Yeah, absolutely. And there was the sunlight on top of it too. That was cool. See, I noticed those things. See.
Well, the great
And then
thing
you
is,
have to notice them when you're walking around and looking. Like your eyes are the camera. Like
Yeah.
everywhere you look.
Yeah.
If I took a picture right where I'm looking, would that look cool or would it just look boring?
Oh, never thought of it like that. That's a good way to look at it.
now, do you ever frame any of these photos? Do you have a wall
I
in
would
your
love
house?
to. I never have. No, I would love to, because there's all those places where you can get them blown up and even put them
Yeah.
on canvas or something. That's what I want to do but I can never, like, it's kind of like getting a tattoo. Like, how do I find the perfect? I don't want to just do any picture, like, and then I can't decide on the perfect picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, which one's the best one? Well, I like this one, but is it the best one? Is it the one I want on my wall? I don't know.
I have an idea. Just pick several.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that picture Uli was amazing. That one he just had.
I just love all the detail. There are photos that you take, some that were put up already that I've never even noticed those things at Animal Kingdom, or I just have never noticed.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there are so many things there that you really,
That's why I like
if you're
those two
looking.
parks.
Yeah. Mhm.
Animal Kingdom and Epcot, you find so much of it. They're so heavily themed. It's amazing. I mean, I walk around
Right.
Animal Kingdom and look at this telephone pole with the old posters on it, and it's just it's so overly themed. It's so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's everywhere you look in Animal Kingdom. Well, a lot of the parks, but especially Animal Kingdom. You're right. There's so many little nooks.
Kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Little out of the way places. You know. That's what I do. When I walk through the park, a lot of times I'm like, oh, that would be a good picture. That would be a good picture. But
especially like us, we go there so much that you gotta look for the things that you don't ordinarily look at, or places you don't usually go, or things you do. Like, we have the opportunity because we go there so much to try other things. Sit and have a drink in a little corner off. We went some of the other day. I don't think I've ever been. It was in Animal Kingdom, and you go. It's kind of like almost across from Yak and Yeti, and you can go down. If you down a little bit towards the water, you can go down. I think there's a couple steps you go down, and there was like tables, and there was like a Zen garden down there, and there were these lights hanging over top, and all these statues in the forest. And there was a boat tied down by the water. It was like really cool. I've never been there before, but I took several pictures down there. And you would never know you were at Disney.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, what about night photos?
Yeah, I think I have some night photos. I'm not at Disney at night very much. That was one of the times when I was there at night. So, but yeah, it's cool to take pictures at night. And usually too, like when you're editing them, especially a night picture, I even darken it more. Because when you take the picture, there's a lot of light around you. sometimes even you don't want your flash to go off really at night. You don't want the flash. You want to see what it looks like. But sometimes when you're doing edit just right in the iPhone, there's an edit button right on your pictures, and you can just, the brightness, you can and look at it, bring the brightness down until you'll see the lights pop out more.
I thought this picture was a Disney picture. I thought this was a Disney stock photo.
Oh, I've seen several tonight, Tony, and that I thought could be definitely Disney photos, stock photos they send us.
And a lot of the angles too. Like I love looking up at things like this, like getting down. I'll crouch down or get down on the ground and look up at something, and it just gives you a different angle. But it's not really, because you do walk by and look up, so it's not really a different angle. It's the angle that you're seeing, but it's not the angle that people necessarily think to use when they're taking a picture. Everyone wants just the straight on. I want as much in the picture as I can, everything in the center.
Uli likes your shirt.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, look.
Nice shirt.
And this wasn't planned. We didn't plan this.
Nope.
Steve said your photos are stunningly gorgeous.
Thank you.
So this is the daytime version.
Yeah, exactly. It is right.
Wow.
And I love that angle of it too. See, with the tree in the foreground and the building in the background, there's a place you can go, and I think I've taken it with just the building, and it's not as cool as it is with the tree and the building.
Yes, he does, Tom. He has a very good eye.
That's probably at the Poly, right? I think.
Yeah.
This is a lot of layers.
That's where is that? Where Olivia's is. Old Key West.
Got some chemtrails.
That one, I was just sitting there. Waiting for my food, turning in different directions, looking at what's over here, what's over there.
Can we talk about food for a minute? Because this is what my food pictures look like.
Well, that's what a picture of a leftover queso should look like.
I agree.
This is what Jeff's food pictures look like.
Looks much better. Now that looks like
I know. Look at the details. The texture of it. Very good.
Looks like a Sleepy Hollow item.
It is exactly. Yeah.
Yes, the spicy chicken and waffle.
Is it? It's just all about lighting, Jeff?
It really is. Probably, I would think more than anything else, it's the lighting. Yeah.
Yeah, because and go ahead.
You can easily get them both ways, either too bright or too dark, and look for the shade. Always look to be in the shade. I think that's the key. Don't take pictures when the subject is in bright sunshine. Unless you're taking a picture of the landscape, you can do it. That's okay. But if you're taking something close, people, food, objects, you do not want to be in the sun.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens. So Tony Ann, if we're at the restaurant, we want to take pictures. What do? Oh, quick. We have to take a picture before we eat. Everything is okay. Just hurry up. We need a picture. I think that's really what it is. It's
it's nice to get
taking a picture.
Yeah, it's nice to get a group picture, but the pictures are more interesting with not as many people in them. So but you got to take a group picture sometimes. You just got to. But 2 or 3 people are like the perfect amount of people in a picture, really, because you can get close enough.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I constantly try to take pictures of food, and I'm so disappointed when I look at the pictures back. When I get home, I'm like, okay, that's not a Jeff Opolka picture. That just looks terrible. It's
we hold the camera above the plate. This is what we do every time. Okay, let's hurry up. Take pictures of the food. This is us right above the food.
Yeah.
We don't even stand up to see really what it looks like. We just get the picture and eat. That's it. So I think we need to work on that.
I like the portrait mode. And I'll go down down on the table, put
Oh
my
no.
phone,
Oh no, that's not us.
I'll get my phone like right down where the food is, so I'm actually like almost looking up at the food. But to do the portrait mode, you have to have it close to you, and you have to have stuff in the background too. So you have to get at an angle where you're getting down low. It looks weird, but I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, it's easier to take it from above.
You know what I'm going to do? Next
So
time I'm with Tony Ann, she could take the picture of the food. I'm going to take a picture of Tony Ann taking a picture of the food, crouched down, investigating. Yeah.
But
okay.
do these two ever get tired of you doing, like, come on, Jeff, I just want to eat?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, don't take a bite of that yet. Wait.
Yeah.
Don't drink that yet. Wait, don't drink that. I got to take a picture.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'd be like, I just want my cocktail.
Yeah.
I think that's what is that? The place at the Wilderness Lodge, Geyser Point. A couple drinks at Geyser Point.
Mm-hmm.
So you see and when you know where it is, you can kind of, that's the water in the background and the hedge there at the side of Geyser Point.
Well, it's just the whole contrast of that picture. Put that picture back up, Tony, and just the contrast of the two colors in the drink, and you got a little bit of green foliage that, even though it's blurry in the background, you have all the different colors. It just accents that whole. Who thought that a couple of pictures, a picture of two drinks could look so well? I mean, that's amazing. The
straws too. I think I took it first without the straws. I'm like, oh, that doesn't look right. I guess the straws have to be in there. It was better with the straws in it.
See, that's that artistic side, Jeff.
Okay, your wife is officially a saint. No, wait, I got to put the straw in there.
I know.
Right, Uli? The ice cubes popped on that. See? I noticed that too. Exactly. Yeah, so cool. I got a lot of work to do.
I know.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That's a great picture.
Yep.
Now, when you took this
picture, I usually don't like taking the pictures of the animals on the drive because you can't really get close enough. Mm-hmm. You end up with a lot of space and a few little animals, and I really don't like most of the pictures I take there. But the giraffe was right next to the car, so I was able to get close enough to make it an interesting picture.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you zoomed in on that, because a lot of times when I take a picture and then I get back to the house and I look at them and I want to zoom it in closer, it's really blurry.
Yeah, the problem with that's the one advantage some actual cameras have over the phone is you can get a pretty good zoom. The phones, they have a little bit of a zoom, but most of the zoom is a digital zoom. So all it is it's making the picture bigger, but you're not actually zooming in on it. A true zoom, the lens is getting closer and it's staying in focus, but the zooms on the phones aren't real zooms. So I try not to zoom in because that's what happens. It'll be blurry when you blow it up because it's not a real zoom.
Right. So stay away from that. Uli is all about that last picture. She wants to buy that picture she wants to buy the picture from you. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, they're special to her. Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Now that one was hard because that one, it was bright sunshine. So you tell I had to do a lot of editing there because it was really bright out and it was hard to get a good picture. But
I never knew there was a little gargoyle up on the top of that corner.
Well,
I know.
Yeah.
I like this kind of thing too, like a perspective on look at a bridge or a road or a walkway where it's just cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, the sun's coming in right there, perfect, right in the middle of the walkway too. That's just so cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where was that? Where is that?
That's the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Oh.
Well, I'm not. Which one is it? I'm not sure if it's Jumbo or Kidani. It's probably Jumbo.
Very cool picture.
Yeah.
A lot of those hotels too. You go. There's a lot of floors in some of those. The Animal Kingdom Lodge, or the Wilderness Lodge. There's that big lobby, and every floor with the balcony overlooking the lobby, and you can go. I mean, who goes like exploring those? But we did that. Me and Layla did that at Wilderness Lodge. Just going to different chairs because there's chairs, places to sit everywhere. But you get all kinds of different angles and perspectives on stuff that I don't think people normally just go walking up to the different levels of the balcony at the Wilderness Lodge necessarily. But it's cool to do stuff like that. It's like go wander around. Don't just go to the normal place, the normal walkway from A to B that everyone goes. Mm-hmm. Go out of the way because Disney just does it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in little spots you don't think that they have some kind of theming, they'll put something in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like that walkway there at Jumbo. I mean, maybe some people have never been there. I think it's like up on you have to go a few floors up there, and it's going from one side to the other. But there's no reason to go up there unless you have a room there, because it's just rooms on both sides.
Right. Yeah. I've never been in there. I don't think.
You've been in the building, but
right, but
not
the lobby. Yeah. No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not okay.
Oh, there's Olivia's restaurant. Our daughter's restaurant.
Yep. Could be someday.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and they have all their little touches. For some reason, every time I do a Haunted Mansion, I got to make it black and white.
Yeah, but that's perfect right there. That's very cool. The trees. You got the building right in the middle like that. That's where.
Fence.
Yeah, the fence. Everything about that picture. That's a postcard. That's
and
beautiful.
You know what? That doesn't even look like Haunted Mansion to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See? Yeah. I love black and white.
Another black and white, yeah.
I love black and white.
Yep. And that is good.
And that's another picture that everybody takes too.
Right.
So I made it black and white to make it a little bit different. Yeah, you know where that one is?
Epcot.
Yeah. Yeah, in Italy there, you go down, you go that little walkway that goes over the water, and you can go down by the water, and they have those boats down there. But it's that theming thing too. Like they don't do anything, those boats. They're just there to look cool sitting by the water.
Wait,
the colors look great.
Uli wants to see, where is it now? Uli wanted to see that again. Okay.
Lost the internet for a second.
There's Michael's truck.
Yeah, that's for Michael.
And Pure.
I know, but look how good the truck looks there.
It is good. And it's kind of like, I forget where it is, but taking that picture there, it's kind of an awkward space. I think there's not really a spot there for people to sit.
Mm-hmm.
I think after the front of the truck there, I think there's like a wall or there's some foliage or something there. So I had to kind of squeeze my way in there to get that picture.
I know you don't even notice the front of the truck when you're in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, people are digging that.
And all the detail on it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Haunted Mansion. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people they love that one. It's a really good one. They're all good, but see, that's a black and white again.
Now this one cool. I did edit this one a lot. Sometimes I don't try not to edit them a lot, but sometimes just for like a really dramatic effect, I just throw all the levels all the way up just to see what it'll look like, and do that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make it look like a regular picture. Just put slide all the levels to one way, and you can look at it as you're doing it, so you can what looks cool. But yeah, it looks pretty. I think it was getting stormy anyway, so it was. Sometimes you're just like enhancing what's already there. It was already starting to get stormy, but then you throw all the darkness up or the light down, and it just enhances what's there.
I mean, that almost looked like like a painting.
Yeah, that one was crazy. It was about the storm there. That was one where it was about the torrential downpour was coming. But it was so cool, the clouds back there. And then I did fade it out a bit and made it look kind of more old fashioned or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's Polly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a perfect table at Ohana.
I guess.
That was our view. That was
nice
a perfect view.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Picture came out great. pictures of looking through a window at something is kind of, it's interesting. It's more interesting than if you just got the view that you're seeing outside the window, right?
Mm-hmm.
Step back and get the window and the view.
To frame it.
It's more interesting than just the view.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like that one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one. I mean, you could just get the truck, but it's cooler to have the window and the shade.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the darkness to the light.
I think Uli wants to barter with you, Jeff.
Yeah, these I've already seen several pictures that I would love to have in the house, in a frame already.
Or like I've been saying for 2 years, a calendar.
A calendar, maybe. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the balloon there at Disney Springs. It takes some really good pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get the water and the reflection.
Wow. And
And
was
the
that leaves on the water there? Just what?
I think it's I don't know what that is.
It's a reflection of the balloon.
It is a reflection of the balloon, yeah.
Oh,
Is it-
okay. It looks like
Wow.
almost leaves on the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so cool.
See,
And
a lot,
again,
like
just
a lot of people would take the front of the gargoyle, the face.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. Or step back more.
Mhm.
Get close, take a weird angle, the little things, and pay, like you said before, pay attention to the little details that are around.
Mm-hmm.
I love this one. I
Yeah,
really
see, it's
love
another
this
wall
one.
picture, another one, she's off to the side. And I try to get two, like, it's hard, like I said, my family gets tired of it, but I don't want the picture where someone's standing with their 2 feet on the ground and their arms straight to their side and looking at me smiling. I'm like, act casual. Of course, when you tell someone to act casual, they don't know how to act casual at all. But
Exactly.
I'm like, just don't look at me. Go look over there.
Yeah.
Take a drink of what you're drinking. Just look. Pretend I'm not even here. Just be casual.
I don't have the picture here, but there was a picture of your wife from G3 where she's actually crouched down on the ground in Epcot, and it's a great shot. I wish I had a copy of it.
Yeah.
I really like that picture of her too.
Yeah, that's what I think of that when I see something like that. Is like, oh, look at, she is being really casual. I don't even have to tell her to be casual. She already is. Let me get that picture quick.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about, because I'm going to talk to you about this picture here. Okay, the behind picture. I see a lot of people try to take this picture of their children, and it looks staged. It looks like The Shining.
Mm.
So you really have to kind of, I guess, catch them. I think Layla, she knows how to do it now because of you. This
but I
is
try
actually,
not to.
Veronica actually got this picture of our boys together without them knowing.
Yeah, that's how you have to do it. They have to do it without them knowing. Yeah.
Right. Because I've seen ones where people try to do it as a pose, and it looks awful. It's obvious.
They're trying to stage it, and it just doesn't look. It looks staged. Like you can tell a lot of times a staged picture and an unstaged picture for sure.
Yeah, that's why it's hard when you tell someone to act natural. They can't.
Yeah.
Something about you freeze up. Act natural. How do I do that?
Yep.
Hey, Anna.
Hey,
Hello.
Anna. I gotta ask you, because I have. How do you take a good selfie? Because I can't take a good selfie.
That's a good one.
No, it's not.
But it goes back to the lighting again. It's all about the lighting.
Lighting.
If you're taking a selfie, make sure you're in the shade. Make sure your background is not too bright. Now that one was, I don't know how that
That's
went.
a little bright.
Because there was a lot of clouds there. So so it wasn't like real bright in the background. I think it was kind of bright everywhere.
Okay. Okay, Jeff.
So stand in the shade, Tony Ann, and everything will
Stand
be
in the
solved.
shade.
Was this the stage in Epcot?
Oh.
The American stage? Is that what that is?
I knew where
that was
was
in that building. Yeah, what is that? Where we ate there?
The show
Oh,
place,
the
I think.
Okay.
Show place, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what someone did come up and play piano there.
Yeah,
As
they
we
did.
were leaving. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For a while, I thought it was just a decoration, but someone did actually come up and play it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's just wild to look at. I'm like, look at that. That would be an awesome picture. It's just like surreal.
Yeah.
See, he was sitting right in front of it, or standing right in front of it, eating, and as he's eating, he's probably thinking, "Wow, there's another great picture."
Right.
That's awesome.
So even the merch in the shops, you had to have gotten down to get that picture, right?
Yep, for sure. Yeah. I got down and put it on portrait. Now I did center it. It probably would have been better if it was not centered.
Okay.
But you sometimes you break the rules.
Well,
it's
you
okay.
got to.
It's okay to break the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see, not a great picture. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, it's like what's the picture of? Is it the flowers or is it the Epcot ball or is it both?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, I know what the Epcot ball looks like, so make that one. That's the thing. Make something blurry in the background that you kind of know what it looks like anyway. So it's okay if it's blurry because you can still recognize it even when it's blurry.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Look at that.
And that's the angles again. Like I'm always looking up.
Mm.
Where were you there?
That's like an Animal Kingdom, like heading. Is it on one of the walks? I think it's on one of the animal walks. The Maharaja.
The one with the tigers. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with the tigers. It's the same one as this. It's the same.
Over
one.
by Yeti.
Gotcha.
I love that one and that one. Yeah, we all do, Uli. He is amazing. That's why we had to have him come tell us how to take better pictures because, yeah, just like that. Exactly. See? That one was just on the boat. I was on that one of the boats in Disney Springs. They're going from one side to the other. Just sitting in the back, sitting next to that flag. I'm like, oh, look at that. That would be kind of cool. Got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of work to do. I'm going to be.
But do that when you're not doing anything. When you're just sitting there. Mm-hmm. When you're just sitting and not doing anything, look around you. What do you see? What do you see when you look around?
Yeah.
I think it does take you to slow down.
Yeah.
Probably slow down a little. Hey,
Wow.
I'm just learning how to slow down and walk around Epcot. I've only learned that in the last 6 months. So I don't know.
Anna says, I want to know how to steady my hand. I got one bad hand and then a dummy for a non-dominant that doesn't know how to do things.
Well, even the iPhone has that live photo, it's called. And actually, when you take a picture, it actually takes like, I don't know how long it is. It's not real long, probably a half a second or something. It's actually taking the picture.
Mm-hmm.
And so it actually, I mean, you see the picture you take, but it's actually taken like 30 pictures. And you can go when you take a live photo on your iPhone, you can go and when you edit it, there's an edit setting where you can look at all those pictures. And if you were taking a picture and your hand was shaking and it was a little blurry, or I use it for like if somebody's eyes closed or something like that, you can slide it and look at all the actual different pictures it actually took and find one where it's more clear or the person's eyes are open. I mean, usually it doesn't usually work for me because the one I'm actually trying to take is the best one. But sometimes it usually works for like the eye closed kind of thing, because I can't help it if someone closed their eyes right when I took the picture.
Now,
Right.
is this in Canada? Billy wants to know. Was that picture?
Yeah,
in
that was Canada. Yeah.
And Karen wants to know a vertical or horizontal phone placement.
Yeah, use both depending on what you're taking a picture of. And try them both. Do both and see which one you like better.
Mm-hmm.
That's 50's prime time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But just like the angle, see, it's at not straight on the TV.
Right. Yeah.
It's at an
Normally,
angle.
someone would probably take it straight on the TV with everyone on both sides of the table, looking there, sitting at the table, turn and look at you, smiling, and you got like probably a lot. You see a lot. That's the thing I don't really like, is having too much in the picture. Like you're back there and you could probably see the whole table and the TV, and you could probably see the people at the tables next to you and the ceiling and all the walls. Like there's too much there. I don't even know what to look at. Like,
Yeah, it's just too busy.
What do you want people to look at? And just take a picture just of that.
Yeah. Well, like my background behind me, I know you complimented me on this picture, I think last week or last time we were on live.
I love that.
And I didn't mean, I just took it just because that's where I was standing.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get in front of it. So I just kind of took it at that angle. But to me, looking back, I'm like, that looks so much better than if I was just standing right in front of it taking a picture.
I have a picture that looks almost identical to that. Almost identical. So, yeah, you got it. Now you know how to do it, Dave.
Well, that was an accident. It wasn't on purpose.
Another one. Actually, Layla saw this one. This is in a little shop on Castaway Cay for the Disney cruise, and she knows what I like to do too, and I like to take pictures. She goes, "Look out the window. Look, that would be a great picture right here from inside the store." I'm like, "You're right. It would."
Was that your proudest moment?
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Anna says she's really gotten into animal portraits because of your work, Jeff. So thank you.
You can do some. You can do some good portrait mode pictures with animals.
Now this is Thor. This is my brother's dog, and he took this. And my brother's really good at photography too. He does some really great pictures on his phone. But just caught his dog with his eyes turned, his mouth open.
The eyes are great.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Samantha, I'm late to the party. Going to have to go back and watch. I need a tutorial. Samantha, it's been a really cool show so far. I've learned so much, and I can't wait to start taking better food pictures for sure.
Yeah.
Right. I think we're going to slow down for sure.
Yeah.
Steve took this one too, Dave.
Yeah. This is another one of Steve's pictures. Yeah. See, he's got the hay bales. He's got the canal with the sunset.
Got the angle.
Yep.
He's kind of down looking out with the sun.
Yep.
And he just happened to get that. I think he probably waited a while and finally got that bird in the right spot.
But I like the sun ray coming through.
Yeah.
And
so that's very cool.
He's down on the ground because you see the truck in the background.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all cool.
All right.
The little filters you can put on there.
So Uli, I think Uli's up to about $300 in pictures here, Jeff. So
I know.
Anna, if you didn't hear, Tony Ann's got laryngitis or something. She was in Disney this past weekend, and she's been screaming, I think, too much on Rock and Roller Coaster and all that good stuff. So she has lost her voice. That's why she's been quiet tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, this is not the typical Tony Ann that we know. That's for sure. Yeah, go back to that one, Tony Ann, the Haunted Mansion one.
The queso?
Oh, that one's beautiful. No, that one is great. That one. I think a lot of people are digging this one like I am. Yeah.
Where I am trying to figure out where you took this photo from, because
I think it's in the line, I think.
For some reason I can't even imagine. I don't know. I'm just not seeing it.
Because you're not paying attention when you're walking.
I'm not. I'm telling you, because that photo is really throwing me, actually.
Well, in the old days, you would have been refreshing trying to get fast passes, Veronica.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. I have no excuse anymore.
Now you're slowing down. See?
Now whenever we go on it is literally a walk-on. So you don't even see anything. But yeah, that whole angle, it's just, I don't even recognize it as the Haunted Mansion. I don't know. I'm really going to have to take a picture,
and people are moving, and then they don't want you to stop because they're like, "Where are you stopping for? The line's moving." So you feel like you feel like you can't stop and take a picture. I guess you could kind of get yourself out of line a little bit and try and butt back in later. But it's kind of hard sometimes in some of those lines when they're moving like that to stop and take a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I know I've done it with a family. If the family's in line, then I'll stop and take a picture, and then I can just, wander back up to them and jump back in line with them. But yeah,
but you do feel the pressure.
Yeah.
You definitely feel like everyone is staring at you, waiting.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it makes you take a bad picture because you're trying to rush it and get, let me just get this picture and get moving.
I know. And they're not getting anywhere. I mean, they're just
right. Because another 30 seconds later, you're going to stop and stand there for a while. So chill out.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Well, too much pressure in line.
Well, Jeff, you think, we've been talking about this for a while now, maybe doing a calendar for charity. And I really think we should. I really would like to pursue that with you. And anybody, I think anybody else too. It doesn't have to just be you.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be all mine. Yeah.
But I think it's if our community is interested, I don't know if we want to do Make-A-Wish or Give Kids the World or something like that. I had talked to Jeff about not Jeff, Glenn, about his friend who is trying to raise money to go, but he wants to go a little sooner. So I don't think that's going to work out. But maybe Give Kids the World would be good. So we'll probably do this maybe more over the summer, talk further about it, and try to get it out there before Black Friday so we can have it for Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. We're going to have a photo day or something once a month or something like that with all the photos that we've taken that we've learned the tricks that Jeff has taught us, and we can put them on the group. That would be cool
and if
too.
you take 20 pictures and you have one good one, that's okay. You don't got to show all your pictures when you go and take pictures.
Okay.
Look through them and pick out the good ones and show those.
There are people that need to hear that, Jeff. We have friends who show every picture they take.
Right.
Yeah.
You need to hold some back.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing that Veronica told me a long time ago. She said, because I always say, why are you taking so many pictures? No, hang on. Because, when she takes pictures of us, the kids or whatever, she'll take like 15, 20 pictures. I'm like, why are you taking so many pictures? She goes, because you just never know. You might, 99% of them might be bad, but you get that one picture that's just going to pop,
Yeah. And that's okay. 1 out of 20 is cool.
And you're not paying for film anymore. So
exactly right. That's the thing you notice when you started taking those kind of pictures is like, before I had to, oh my God, and now I have only 10 pictures left. Oh no, now I only have 9 pictures left. I got to be careful. Now you don't have to be careful at all. Take as many as you want. Throw half of them away.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we'll talk more about it, you guys. Anna and Karen, everybody. We'll get together.
We'll
We've been talking about it. Yeah, we've been talking about this for a long time.
It's not just we want to really raise money, so it's not just going to be Crush. It's going to be, we're going to get Mickey File and Geeks, and hopefully maybe even Chad will join in, and because he's got a big community too, and that way we can actually earn, raise some money for good cause.
Sounds good.
That would be great.
Well, Jeff, thank you so much for coming on tonight. We've learned so much. I know I have, and your pictures are absolutely beautiful.
They are beautiful.
Stunning, like Steve said, stunningly gorgeous. I think he said.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
I can't agree more.
And anybody who's watching who doesn't know, Jeff is a big part of our community on the Friends of the Disney Crush. So he is the nicest guy. So if you have any questions, ask him on our group, and I'm sure he would answer you and give you whatever.
I showed Scott how to take those portrait photos, so I'm waiting to see some of his portrait photos now.
There you go.
Scott, I'm talking about you.
You hear that, Scott? That's the pressure right there.
Yep. All right, you guys. Well, that's going to do it, I guess, for this live feed. So anything else, Tony Ann?
Having a baby any minute now. My internet
What'd you say?
went out.
Yeah.
I said Dan's having a baby any minute now.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Any day now. Well, he's not having a baby. His wife. Hopefully next week we'll have a baby.
We'll have pictures of babies. We'll see. Maybe they learned something from
great.
this, and they can take some good portraits of the baby now in portrait mode.
Just the foot, just the hand.
Hey, that works. That could be a great picture, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who says just a foot can't be?
Oh, yeah. I got a picture of Layla as soon as she was born, and she's still all bloody, and she hates looking at that picture.
Oh no!
I think we have a couple that we don't like, that I don't care for either.
Yeah, I know. You forget what you're taking a picture of. I had I forget if it was Zane. I think it was Zane. And the doctor actually, I was just taking pictures, and the doctor actually jumped in front of me and went, "No."
Yeah.
And I went, "Oh, sorry, I didn't. I was just so into the moment. No, this is not going to be a good one."
See, because you didn't slow down and think.
Right.
Now you know. Now
so
you know.
That's one of our favorite pictures, is a doctor standing in front. All right,
good.
you guys.
All right, guys.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming.
Thanks
All
thanks
right.
so much, Jeff. Good night,
All right, you're
everybody.
welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.